All right. What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Got started a little later than usual just because it was a Friday night at work and it meant it was busy. But we are here now. We are ready to get back at it. So right now I have Bigfoot in the oven, cooking up a little bit just before I add more detail and kind of buff out the form here and there. Uh, so yeah, otherwise we're just chilling at the moment. I'm trying to think, what do I got over here I could use? Probably get a new armature going for the next cryptid. We're already on that path, right? Let's do that. We're gonna look up Flatwoods Monster. Yeah, there it is. Fucking weird looking triangle headed thing, big bulgy eyes. It's honestly like one of the most like odd creatures I've ever seen. Like it's huge too. It's like 10 feet tall. Let's go to Cryptid Wiki. Let's pull this up. I'm gonna see about the Flatwoods monster. 10 feet tall and 4 feet wide. Oh my god, the pop-ups on this shitty wiki. Oh, anyway. The entity was reported as being about 10 feet tall and 4 feet wide. It appeared to be some sort of robotic suit worn by an occupant of a spacecraft rather than an organic being. It had a cowl in the shape of an ace of spades behind a red, round head. Set in the head were two eyes, described as portholes, glowing green orange and the size of half dollars. The body was a metallic armored structure lined with thick vertical pipes. Discrepancies exist in the actual color of the armor, some claiming it to be black white or black while others say it was green. The existence is of arms is a similar matter. Most state that the monster was armless, while others claim it possessed small, toy-like arms. The Frametown monster, believed to be the same creature from Flatwoods, bore similar pipe-lined metallic armor from the waist down. From the waist up, however, it was a reptilian humanoid. Its face has often been compared to the face of a barn owl. Oh, so we get two different variations, huh? Okay. Let's just open up a couple of the pictures it has here. It's what a wild description that is. Okay. Yeah, what an absolutely bonkers description that is. So it's like 10 feet tall. Once I take Bigfoot out of the oven, who's supposed to be about 8 feet, right? We'll have a good. Oh, I mean, this is 6 feet, and this would easily be, I'd say, three of these would equal 10 feet in my scale I have going for some of these. So let's just get a little bit of wire strung around here. Drop down some wire tips. Here we go. No, I had them. Man, you gotta love uh, old cryptid sightings because they're like, this thing was fucking huge and it did this thing. What else did it do? Oh boy, what didn't it do? All right, we're gonna make this the skirt for our Flatwoods monster. 4 feet wide. So if it's 10 feet tall and 4 feet wide, then it would have to be about yay. Hey, summer stasis. What are we all up to tonight? Welcome to the stream. Working on a new armature right now while Bigfoot's cooking up in the oven. Cookfoot. There we go. Kind of get this all moved around just right. Not finished with. What I'm doing is I'm baking it in the oven since it's polymer clay, so that way I won't mess up too much fur detail while I go in and do like the head and hands and feet. I just started the stream. Oh shit, double rated. Here comes Court's Creations. What up, Court? Ever talented Court. Yeah, like I said, I'm just building another armature for the next creature at the moment. Yeah, bring it around this way. This way. So yeah, if you're wondering what the next creature sculpt is going to be, it's going to be uh, an odd one. It's called the Flatwoods Monster. Let me pull up the Cryptid Wiki description again, because this thing's great. Let me do my best, like, bad cryptozoology TV show voice. The entity was initially reported as being about 10 feet tall and 4 feet wide. It appeared to be some sort of robotic suit worn by an occupant of a spacecraft rather than an organic being. It had a cowl in the shape of an ace of spades behind a red round head. Set in the head were two eyes described as portholes, glowing green-orange and the size of half-dollars. The body was a metallic armored structure lined with thick vertical pipes. Discrepancies exist in the actual color of the armor, some claiming it to be black while others say it was green. The existence of arms is a similar matter. Most state that the monster was armless, while others claim it possessed small, toy-like arms. The Frametown monster, believed to be the same creature from Flatwoods, bore similar pipeline metallic armor from the waist down. From the waist up, however, it was a reptilian humanoid. Its face has often been compared to the face of a barn owl. So this will be a fun one. Let me put this on here as best as I can for an, I guess, arm, quote unquote, quote unquote. I'll pull up a picture of it. So I got to say, this is just fantastic. Where was the anything interesting with the sightings? Oh, it's from the 50s. You know it's going to be good. At 7:15 p.m. on September 12th, 1952, three little boys witnessed a bright object cross the sky. The object came to rest on land belonging to a local farmer. Once they saw the thing land, the boys went to one of their mom's houses, where they reported seeing a UFO crash land in the hills. From there, the boys and a group of locals went to the farm to try to find whatever it was that the boys had seen. One of the locals' dog ran ahead out of sight and started barking, and moments later ran back to the group with its tail between its legs. After traveling about a quarter of a mile, the group reached the top of a hill, where they reportedly saw a large pulsating ball of fire about 50 feet away. They also saw and smelled a mist that made their eyes and noses burn. A farmer then noticed two small lights over to the left of the object, and directed his flashlight towards them, revealing the creature, which was reported to have emitted a shrill hissing noise before gliding towards them, changing direction, and then heading off towards the red light. At this point, the group fled in panic. So the worst this thing ever did was like look at people that showed up and went, "Get, go on, shoot." It doesn't even say where this occurred. Give me a second here. I'm just kind of trying to scan through this quickly to see if where this was. These after the flat was designed as a popular Japanese UFO culture video games. Uh, yeah, it doesn't. Okay, West Virginia, Flatwoods, West Virginia. God. Way. Oh, that wire's not going to be long enough. That's okay. We'll just do this so that way we have some extra body for the clay to grab. Oh shit, both of you. Let's go. Courts should say months at this point. I don't know why it keeps resetting him. Twitch is weird. All right, well, that's going to be the armature for the new one right there. But I think Bigfoot should be done baking in the oven now. It's been about 15 minutes. I've had it pretty warm, so I'll go get him and be right back. There he is. There's our big boy. Now, feet will probably be dead last because this is still going to wobble. It's going to fuck up the feet. But we can do hands and arms, head. I want to build up the back a bit more because right now he's kind of course, I don't know, it kind of lends to that look of like it's a dude in a suit, right? Like just very squared, like there's too much padding right there. Uh, like I kind of want it to look like a person in a suit. Right. Yeah, and I'm not really feeling the bear tummy, so we'll go ahead and we'll do up the lady Bigfoot style. And we'll add some real hairy lumps here in the front. Yeah, I think I am gonna actually leave this like ledge here across the shoulders. Normally it should like slope down more and in, but I love the idea of it looking like a really bad, shitty gorilla suit. Because it makes it feel more lore accurate to me in that regard. Here we go. Get the clay warmed up a little bit. And let's work on the head. An X-Acto knife, and I'm going to have to pull up new reference real fast. Sorry, 1 second. Got lost in the world of the Flatwoods Monster. Love that it just, my search just has Bigfoot right there. Yeah, so I love looking at this image from the Patterson Gimli film. Let me get a loadable version of this up just so we're all familiar with what I'm talking about. And oh my God, that's so blurry. I fucking love it. Okay, hang on here. I need a picture I can actually save, Google. That is not. No, stop it. Right, anyway. Nope, that page isn't working at all, and that's the perfect picture. So just go with what I was talking about. History.com, no, I don't want you. Or maybe I do. Wait a minute. This picture is pretty wild looking. All right, let's go with this one. Was this one gonna let me save? Come on. No, what the? Oh, I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. History.com, you failed me. All right, Cryptid Wiki, we're going back. Just gonna have to favorite this website. Oh, whatever. Okay, fine. That's good enough. All right. Let me add in a picture here. An image. Gonna browse for that image, but not real long. Okay, there we go. So there's our little reference picture we have. A still from the Patterson Gimli. Oh no, I've got the arms backwards. No, it's walking like this. It's like a mirror. Oh well. But just look. What is with the lumps right there? Ooh, I'll go check that out. Like, what is with the lumps right in the middle? I don't understand. It's like they've got their arms tucked into the shirt. Kind of just looks like my great uncle when he wears a fluffy hat. Like there's just this little bit of face and then all this hair around it, like a beard. So, hmm. Okay. All right, let me check it real quick here. So yeah, I think, well, besides it being backwards, I can't really do anything about that now, anyway. Oh, Court, that's beautiful. Little bird on telephone. Oh, but yeah, no, the Bigfoot in the picture, it absolutely looks like a cosplay, like a not great one either. Or maybe it's a great cosplay in the fact that it's trying to make a bad cosplay on purpose. So, because first of all, I don't know of a single mammal where, like any primate either, from all of my years of looking up anatomy and things like that, and just watching biology videos, what mammal has boobs that start right here above the belly button? Like they poke out, like there's two balloons stuffed in. Look at that. Wait, what? How the? That's not even sag. That's just where they stick out at. Like there's two balloons poorly stuffed inside the suit. And if you want my opinion on it, I think that what that is actually like a flap of fake fur that comes down to make like a big hairy gorilla chest that's probably attached to the head. Like I look at it now and you can actually almost see like along here, it looks like a seam. Yeah, yeah, this Bigfoot's got some major personality. They're way ahead of themselves and everyone else in their time. Yeah, it looks like I bet the way that this went on was the arms, head are all one piece, and the legs were like suspenders. Because there's actually, look at the midriff. There's no fur in the middle. It's like hairy legs, nothing in the middle, and then hairy arms and head. That it, and I'm going to guess that yeah, that's like fabric that folded when they were walking. So that it all just pulled down. Like the pants are the legs, it's all in suspenders. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the fur. I'm not taking the fur off the tummy. But oh my God, and the dump truck. I gotta put more ass on Bigfoot. Look at that. Yeah, I clicked on the story. Those look awesome too. Where was that all at? I didn't get a chance to really read it. Because I loaded back up to take a look again and it's showing me commercial. Yeah. God damn it, Bobby, when you're gonna walk through a creek, you remember you need to take big steps. All right, and mind your footing because the rocks are covered in algae and slippery. I don't think that would have been a Hank Hill build. That would have been closer to Bill. Like, look at that tummy. Now, Hank, it's real hard for me to see all this costume. I didn't watch enough King of the Hill to get the voices down. But yeah, like just from this angle, I gotta add some meat back here. And I don't know what this is supposed to be, but we're gonna leave them in. We're gonna make them look like it's just two torpedoes sticking out of the front. This is another reason why I baked it. Is so that way I would be able to like mess around with it and make corrections as needed. God, and people fell for this for so long, still do. Like the most watched Bigfoot reference ever, and in an enhanced HD photo, it looks just fucking awful. Like this is terrible. It's like they. Oh, right on. Let me pull that up real quick here. But yeah, this is just such a terrible, terrible thing. And there's part of me that loves it even more now because of how bad it is. Like this is just absolutely looks like they bought a bear skin somewhere and did their best to try and turn it into a suit and then gave up halfway through. Like I admire the ability. I just feel like their ability to really come together. Ooh, I like the way he looks. Yeah, that's cool. I can't tell because it cuts off the picture up at the top. Are those like two big spears or something that it wields? 'Cause I gotta say those are awesome looking. Yeah, I feel like that's a great uh trick that can be. They all have tiny feet. Fuck, one of those I could barely call feet. They look like tree roots sticking down. They're scepters, okay. Yeah, the little ankles and little feet, and then just like hyper build. As there's like he has an 8 pack underneath of that beard, like a dynamic 8 pack. Well, so what do I do, chat? Do I keep Bigfoot lore accurate and go with the way the suit looks? Or do I go modern lore accurate and make it look a bit more like the Jax Link's beef jerky Bigfoot? That's our question. Like we're gonna do the head next. This is where we fight. Oh, it's absolutely gonna be dad bod no matter what. Like look at that picture. That's dad bod all the way around. All right, it's one vote for dad bod. Tone muscles with a beer gut. Yeah, but I did. Ah, man, yeah. That's like your uncle. That's a mechanic build right there. So then that means we definitely have to cut a lot off of this head. We're gonna go with it looking like some dude in a hat with balloons in his shirt. I love that. I've never really noticed that before. Like, there's parts of me where I'm like, I can't believe people fell for this, but at the same time, I've got to admire the people who had the balls to kind of put this stuff together and be like, yeah, people are dumb enough to believe in it. Let's just do it. And it worked. And it keeps working. We're 70 years on since this was done. And people are still like, well, that was the greatest video of Bigfoot ever taken. Even though like both people that were involved with making it admitted on deathbeds that yeah, we made it up. That was a suit. And the conspiracy theory world still is just like no, no, they're saying that to protect the truth. They don't want people out there finding a Bigfoot. Like, give me a break. Give me a break. Kit Kat style. Oh, it did break. That's okay. Glue that back on in a minute. But there wasn't a whole lot holding the head in place, was there? All right. Yeah, well. Like I said, we're going to be redoing the head anyhow, so we didn't need all that. Too much face. Not enough hairy face. That's what we need. Like an almost indiscernible features. Like that makes it look like they are all eyebrows. It looks like there's just a big nose sticking out. and a couple of cheeks, and then it's just all hair. So seeing stuff like this, I just some days I'm like I should just start my own creature hoax. Because even if I just did like tractor rides in the dark through the woods, there'd be people going like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I saw it." And me going, "Yeah, yeah, that's incredible, right? Huh, huh. The fuck did you see?" Because I know I made this shit up. Right, the head definitely goes up to a little bit of a point, like a hat, just enough of a point. Okay, and then I'm gonna call that the brow ridge right there. And then there's definitely like the outline of like some kind of nose shape. And then the rest of it's just hair. So like, it is very gorilla looking, like shitty gorilla costume. Oh, this is beautiful, and I love it. Love it. Okay, let's get this. Like you can't even see ears. Like look at that picture. You can't even see the ears on the head. Let's blow this up, just so we can see. Where are the ears? What is discernible for that face? It's just all hair and then gray right there. Like, what even is that? It's incredible, if you ask me. But then again, I definitely am the kind of person that should have a poster up in the house that's just like from the X Files that just says, I want to believe. But it's just so dumb, I can't. And that's the part that gets me. But I love it all anyway. Say you saw Bigfoot, I'll believe you, just for the spirit of it. All right, Summer, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes. Yeah, I know I got my stream going pretty late because I was stuck at work for a while, but we'll have more Bigfoot shenanigans tomorrow or Tuesday. Tuesday's when I'll be on again. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I don't think I have anything going on Monday, so I might catch everybody's streams. I'll be able to hop on like several at the same time. Make that internet work. So, yep. Till then, have a good one. Ah, gotcha. Oh, will do. Good night. I give it a little grumpy face here. Bring that up. Because, yeah, outside of just where, like, the nose is, there's nothing there. There's no facial features to really speak of in that picture. You can only high definition so many things. So, keeping our Sasquatch kind of lore accurate, I'm going to go off of the Patterson Gimli picture, and it's going to look wonky because this picture is wonky. But I think that's part of the charm of the project now. I think we'll have to take a few artistic liberties, though, to add some life into this Bigfoot. Like I said, there's just not enough to really go off of in the pictures. I'm probably not going to stream for much more than like give myself another 20 minutes. You see, like no lips. It's just nose. So we're gonna make that extra hairy, so I don't have to deal with a whole bunch of undercuts. We're gonna make it look like a gorilla suit head. Give me just a second here. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this happen. Sorry, I've got my camera in the wrong spot. I don't know how I did that, and it's throwing me off. So let's bring that clay down more, like that. Come on up there. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, I did. They look awesome. Yeah, it looks so good, buddy. Look at everything from the last few days. Oh my God. Chicken. Yeah, we might wind up with a bunch of baby chicks ourselves very soon. We're gonna take an incubator and a bunch of hatching eggs we're getting donated to our cause over to my kids' school so they can hatch eggs for the spring. I was like, I don't want to get more birds yet. Oh, okay. How many are you getting? Like a dozen, so it'll be easy to get rid of. I was thinking 2 dozen. Oh, good. Okay, so we're gonna get birds. It's not the head's not facing the camera, but that's just the way it's gonna have to be. Bigfoot's got a destination in mind. Bigfoot doesn't have time to stop and look over the shoulder. I know you're feeling kind of down yesterday, buddy, but you happen to get any more live shows lined up? Pancake and all that? for the next round. Oh. Hat, you said butt. Oh, yeah, man. I go through that about once a week or so. Like I look around at everything I do. Yeah, no, it's important to feel it once in a while. Like stop and actually reflect like why do I feel so fucking burned out? And it's like, "Oh, because I do this and this and this and this and this and this." It's like I stream art and make stuff, but I also like work full time and dad life and being a husband. That does help a lot. Getting out once in a while, hanging out with some of your favorite people. Oh, well, yeah. You thought the online life was awesome. Check out this amazing real life. Ooh. Yeah, we got hobby farm stuff, dad life, being a husband, full time work, still trying to keep up with interests, hobbies, art, friends. I'm tired. I know why some people just get to a point when they get to about my age and then they're just like, nah, fuck everything. I don't want to deal with it anymore. It is a little exhausting sometimes. And you look around at like some days I look around at all the shit I've got going on. It's like everything is only ever half finished. I never get a chance to actually finish stuff. Ooh, who are you doing the co-stream with? That'd be fun. Court's gone against his better judgment and is streaming with Iron Mouse, a VTuber. Oh, right on, Ink Taylor. Oh yeah, the most popular one, absolutely. This is true. She does hang out with the dog. Saw that he posted up a video today about the new cyclothon coming up. I'm kind of like, ooh, hell yeah. That'll be a fun one. Oh, I'd love to meet Connor too. I think that he'd any of that crew, I think would just be a riot. Maybe one day when we're giganto huge street Twitch stream stars, we can go to TwitchCon and hobnob at the VIP lounge with everybody. We get to walk up and say hi to Iron Mouse on an iPad. It'd be a pretty good time. Oh, this little fur on top of the head. Ugh. There we go. Part of me wants to do like a couple of variant Bigfoot. I kind of want to do one where it looks like the shitty gorilla suit. Oh, oh God! Charlie Pluth did a song with Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins. Ooh. Okay. Love in or love. Yeah, I think Love in Exile. Let me look it up. Let me see here. It's on my YouTube. Oh, let me actually look it up on the actual YouTube music. Oh, if I do anything, it's gonna fuck up my. Okay, we'll come back to that later. I'll look up that after a while. It's time to go down to the marina and get the yacht ready to go. Call in the personal chef, have them get a whole week's worth of meals ready. Make sure you have a captain available. You're going to need to have a cabin crew after all as well. Better get them on the horn court. I say, Kenny Loggins just released a new song with a couple of other people. Time to fire up the old yacht. Hope the orcas haven't chewed a hole in it by now. Gotta watch out for those orcas, man. They'll fuck up a boat. And I think that's hysterical a little bit. Oh my God. Tiny nostril there. To a tiny nostril here. Oh. I can't believe that. That's actually a pretty nice organic way of doing it. I like that. Like actually letting everybody add to the song as they see fit and knowing it's just going to be awesome because of like the legends that he has working on the song. Oh my God. He's just pulling everybody. All right, the Kenny G poll. I just want to say that adds a level of amazing to it that I never would have thought. Lady Gaga did something similar when she did that whole album with like Tony Bennett, like old school crooner Tony Bennett and her doing a duet album. And honestly, I don't know if it had any right to be that good. Oh yeah, she's got like it doesn't matter what she's singing, the voice is amazing. Like whether she's doing something like very experimental or is like I said, like doing songs with Tony Bennett, like doing new covers of some of like Tony Bennett's older stuff and other songs too. It's just like wow. Oh, it was two albums. Shit, I only saw the one. Hold up. Yeah, I need to go back and check her page out on my YouTube Music. Cause holy shit, I didn't realize she had two albums with Tony Bennett. Man, there are days I feel like such a dinosaur, like just such an old fossil. Like at work, we were talking about like old movies, and occasionally the theater right next door to us will play some like old movies. Like we're talking like the last one they did was The Thin Man from 1934. I think it was a detective noir, but now I couldn't tell you the names of anybody that was acting in it because like it came and went. And so I was just kind of like, wow, like we got some old shit. And I was talking about different actors and actresses from back in the day. Love for Sale and Cheek to Cheek. Okay, I think I've seen, yeah, Love for Sale was the first one, wasn't it? Or is that Cheek to Cheek? Shit, I'm confused now. Maybe I've seen both and I just didn't realize it. That second, okay. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. It was like I was going on this rant about some of the old movies that I'd had to watch when I was a kid, and it's like, so help me fucking God, if I have to see one more movie with Florence Nightingale in it before I kick off this planet, I'm gonna be pissed. And everybody was like, who the fuck is Florence Nightingale? And it's like, oh God. It's like, like big time actress once upon a time. Like, you're like, no, never heard of him. And then I was like trying to divert it. So I was like, well, and then there's like some old classics they could do with like Laurel and Hardy and a couple of other people like, who the fuck were Laurel and Hardy? And it's like, oh shit. It's like I forgot I grew up in a house with my grandparents in it. No one else knows this stuff. The kind of knowledge I have is the type of shit Indiana Jones would jump up and scream it belongs in a museum over. I don't even want to sculpt in a mouth. I want to leave it just like it is in the picture. Just definitely need to scrunch that nose in more. Definitely need to do that. This just looks like a hairy dude walking through the woods with a grumpy face. Ooh, right? Sometimes dead is better. I think some of the spurs gonna need to be scratched out and kind of redone a little bit in places, but that's okay. I think I over smoothed it and lost a little bit of that texture I was going for. Hate when that happens. we're gonna try and go off of this video's uh, original footage as best as we can for this Bigfoot sculpt. I like the way like the Jackaling's Bigfoot and a lot of the modern looks or designs look for him in people's depictions. But there's something about this really awful gorilla suit look that just like, oh, it's just so perfect. I might do a variant version where I do the more modern take on Bigfoot. Maybe make it look like one of those Muscle Man figures from back in the day. If anybody remembers those toys, they're just like little, like, I don't know, like 2 inch tall, weird, like flesh tone pink figures. They were all different, like shapes and types and characters. I think so. I think they still make them, or at least like there are people out there that make their own versions. I know I've seen that. All right, I think I've had an idea. I was talking video games on here last night. I'm going to talk it again. I wouldn't mind sitting down, making my own, like learning how to make an asset properly for a video game, like a character model, and making my own cryptid hunting video game. But I would like there to be a different mechanic than like the like Phasmo style or the Bigfoot hunting video game mechanics where, you just hunt them and that's like an AI driven a poorly designed AI that drives the creature. And I would actually like it to be so, for example, like the Flatwoods monster is going to be the next one we sculpt. Since there's two different depictions of the creature, like one of them is, oh, it looks like it has a helmet and it's wearing armor. And then the next description was it had no helmet and it looked like a reptilian humanoid creature from the waist up. It's like I think it would be cool to have boss fights. Like once you put enough pieces together to find the thing or to encounter it often enough, that as you like go after it, it gets the other form, and then all of a sudden the Flatwoods monster is a whole new problem. And like add in other monsters and whole whole new things as you go. And so many American cryptids are Appalachian. So many of them. I think that would be really fun. Um, I think if you made it with like an AI that would learn from your behavior or might learn to mimic you while you play, I think that would be a good one for like a skinwalker or even a mimic, since those are supposed to be a thing now. I don't know how they're not one and the same, but you know, or maybe even the hunt be partially story driven. Like that could be a cool element to add in. Like I'd want to do it, but then still find a way to add in a new fresh gameplay mechanic that doesn't get added to those kinds of games very often. Because you make it multiplayer, then it's, someone has to be the cryptid, and then it turns into more of like a Dead by Daylight kind of game. You've got people running around trying to avoid the monster, which is very much what the famously canceled Jason game or Friday the 13th game was. Like, instead of there being different murderers and monsters throughout movies and different genres like that, like it was just one thing over and over again. I'm trying to think to myself, like, what would be an interesting mechanic to add in there? Like, do you go at it Scooby Doo style where you got to solve the mystery and figure out if it was real or not? Which, in a video game, would you ever know the truth? Hmm. I feel like that's quite a bit of work done for the head tonight. Because again, looking at the image, there's fucking nothing there, right? Like it's just cheeks and nose sticking out. Am I crazy? Smooth it a little bit. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe. Oh, it looks so bad that it looks good. And I love that. All right. So we're gonna add some hair over the tummy. Just not feeling the six-pack look. And I think that's gonna be it for the night. And then we'll come back to it on Tuesday. Can't believe my streaming's almost over for the week. That's it. More and more hair. Yes, yes. Again, I know I was griping about doing hair and fur work on so many pieces lately, but I'm getting pretty good at it again. It's going on really fast now. Yeah, it's getting there. You kind of see it. Oh, much better. I think I am gonna forego the squashed the squashed face look and actually go with a actual Bigfoot face. The kind everybody knows and loves. And kind of bring it in a little bit here. Big forehead. Flatter nose. Soon I will be done with fur, but not this day. This day we fight for fur. It's also trying to like keep the flow moving just right. Oh, I gotta leave the caveman face. Ah, shit. All right, I'm gonna at least leave the giant bear forehead. Almost put like a bit of a pouty lip on it. Ooh, Haley. Unibrow for sure. There we go. It's getting there. It's much closer. All right, but it is time for me to go ahead and call it for the night. It's been a good 3 days of working on Bigfoot. We're getting there. The hair is killer, but you know what? I think it's all looking pretty great. Let's give it one little smooth out before we call it a night. I should also probably put the cap on that. I just smushed a bunch of the clay I put on the tummy. I knew I'd do that. Dang it. But yeah, I definitely enjoy keeping it in the realm of person in suit style for my Bigfoot. So, in any case, there he is after a quick evening. Now, that 2 hours went by pretty quick. I'm not going to lie. It also feels like the last 3 or 4 days have gone by really quick, too. So, I'll put more of a gut on him. I'm going to keep baking this in stages until I get it just right. So, all right, gang. Court, thank you so much for being here, bud. I appreciate it. Love you. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Yeah, like, because I mean, look at this face. What face is even there, right? You see all of that much skin. So I think this will be, yeah. I think I'm gonna go back to the way I had it. You were right. I should have left it alone. The face must be the classic. So all right, man. Well, I'll be back on Tuesday. Hope to catch you then. We'll hang out, chit chat, talk, do our usual. So have a good night, good rest of your weekend, and I will catch you later.